Before we begin this season's recap, I just want to give a quick thank you to all my players and everyone who has ever supported me along this journey. This is something new we're trying out. It's a season recap, so I hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching. The house this season was themed like a bunker, and the layout was the same on both floors. However, this made the house seem more like a maze at times than a place to live. The landscape at first consisted of two separate mountains, which were ultimately combined by a volcano in the middle. At first, the map did not contain a beach, but Hydrogen created an artificial one about halfway through, which took him an entire day. The map this season had many caves, which probably were this season's best builds. Many crystals could be found inside of these caves, which were collected to become rich. Last but not least, the volcano, which erupted several times, and looks to be getting ready for its biggest eruption yet. Who knows what will happen when it does.
Last season, the Therno launch team failed to properly succeed. Everyone had to escape to Mars using a spaceship that crashed after a few hours. They landed on a surface that was empty. They were stranded on Mars. Everything was going normal for a few days. Pizza parties, another cap city, the Aegis outpost, and all that fun stuff. Everything seemed to be going great. Until after a few days of just normal things, someone more evil arrived. Lorium. He slowly took over the world one by his corruption. First landed Kool-Aid, then Silicon, then Superbium. Nothing else happened after that, until Lorium's plans started to come into fruition. Chaos sparked. Rubidium was corrupted with Ferris. Supergray was corrupted by Examine. Hydrogen was trapped multiple times. Well, Rubidium lost control of himself. There was too much chaos. No one could handle it. It was time to destroy Lorium once and for all. After all this, there could only be one thing left. Something will arise, similar to Kool-Aid, but otherwise, it has a lot more evil intentions.
Roleplays this season were interesting. The theme of Mars forced us to abandon several classic roleplays such as Desert and Tundra, but it also opened the door for so many new ones. One of my favorite roleplays this season was a mining roleplay. The map was really good for caves this season, and tons of lore happened down in those caves. The beach this season was alright compared to last season. It was a huge downgrade. We did some good roleplays there. Hiking roleplays were a lot of fun. They replaced camping due to fire not being able to exist in Mars' atmosphere. The mountains made for a fun climb, and the volcano made it even better. I try to keep this short since we already went over the prison. The prison roleplays were some of my favorite in a long time. The volcano roleplays were great too, increasing the intensity with each day. Volcano would erupt, causing mass panic and everyone to take shelter from the ash cloud.
We did a lot of projects outside of Blockade this season. We created a wiki for PTH that has information about all the seasons, characters, and locations. We improved the DC tenfold, better moderation, and roles were added. We began the Q&A project, which we eventually hope to animate if we get enough responses. Rubidium is also hosting a fan challenge for Robux theme around the next season, and Platinum finally finished its Bronchi mode. /J.
To begin, this season started off with the cleanest reset we have ever done. The house was made without any problem. The map was made perfectly without any issues. The lobby was also made well without any issues. The season would start on its opening night with 36 players, which I believe is the third highest, only after seasons 2 and 7. However, in this season, there was the most serious attack on the game since the Azurite situation in season 3. Some people used hacks to black out the screen, which no command would fix, but luckily we were able to fix this by loading an hour-old backup, but it was seriously a big issue for about 30 minutes. We couldn't fix other games on Blockade that were attacked as well. Then after that, Niobium did a subspace grief, a small one but real one, and because of this, we demoted him from admin to builder. He would make a game exposing Hydrogen, which at this point is routine. Even though we went through so much turmoil, this season would end on a relatively peaceful note. Let's hope it stays that way for the next season.